Minasan konnichiwa. Hello everybody, my name is Ricardo Perez Vega and I'm going to talk about Pokemon. But before I do, who in this classroom has Pokemon Go? Be honest. At least have it right in the app, at least. Come on, be honest people. Okay, can you please do me a favor and pop it up?
I don't have it now.
Please, anybody.
I don't have Pokemon Go on my phone yet.
Okay, at least Max supports me. I'm just joking. Put it on mute. Okay, so while Max loads, I'm going to start my presentation. Okay, so exactly what is Pokemon? So I'm going to talk about what is Pokemon, which is basically more about the reference of Pocket Monsters, which basically is a game just be like an obsession and just for you to play. But for others, it's more about friendship, more to like unite with your peers or find people you never met before and really connect with them. But for me personally, I think it's more of a game that could really inspire every one of you. Why? Because I've been inspired by this game. I really want to dedicate myself to a lot more, and just because of this game, I do dedicate myself on learning and other things in the world. So first off, from what I said, I'm going to talk about how can it be inspiring. So basically, the inspiration for this game is to start on an adventure. Like not just here in your school regular day. Just to literally just go out in the world, explore nature, or explore other parts you've never even known about. So basically, you just start off with your gear and you just go on an adventure, and you just suddenly realize that I never visited this place before, and like there are other places in this world that you may have never even thought about visiting, but you just want to inside. So basically, about how this game can work for you, like for example, Max has it on, like it could turn, for example, person like this was like not really in connection with one another. Like he's not communicating well. It's just like going through his life alone. Like if it was lonely or depressed. Well, from that, it could really turn yourself into this. This is a picture of a big Pokemon Go event, and this is like a bunch of people just reuniting to do one single thing together as a team. So this is how it can really be inspiring, because you can turn like one person who is like not in with other people, you could just make them reunite like a big cluster. Okay, so how do we like this game? So basically, our world basically relates to these different regions: Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, and Alola. These different regions all relate to the different cultures. Like they relate to us in the real world right here. Like for example, let's say this region right here, which is Alola. It's just like Hawaii. When you just greet one another, you just say aloha. In this place, Alola, you just say alola. That's a good example of how this can relate. Like the different cultures, the different things you guys do in the United States. There are different things that can be done in other places in the world. That's how these regions can relate. We got different cultures. We got different ways of understanding one another. Different languages speaking one another. That's how we can relate to this game. Okay, so the fun about it. So basically, I named fun full underage natural activity. Don't ask me why, please. Okay, so basically, this game right here, Pokemon Go, it may seem just like a map to just like walk around and etc. But if you really are like a determined person, you could really like turn into this. Basically, these are a lot of people. Like one person made a lot of people just enjoy one another, one together, to really be with their families. And this is all in Disneyland. To just go out and enjoy yourself. Okay, so how does this hobby help your life? Well, let's talk about it in terms of learning. So basically, just like how I said before, from research that I did myself, somebody said that through determination, one can really impact these different education learnings to get to move on to a future. So basically, in Pokemon, if you really want to be the best, you really have to do some equations and learn and use some things you learn from everyday classes like math, science, history. Like Pokemon can relate to all of these things, but only if you are determined, you can really apply these things and show people that this game can really help you learn. And also that it can help about family, which basically it can be that you just enjoy one another and be together, just to be together and have fun and connect with one another. Okay, so now I'm going to show you 2 videos. Hopefully I'll turn them to 30 seconds. You can pause it because I'm going to play the videos. Okay. So first, let's go with this one. Is the volume on? Hopefully it is. I'm going to try for people to hear this for at least 30 seconds. Hopefully. Dang it. Oh my god. Improvise. This is just a song. Not gonna work, right? Yeah, I'll skip it. Let's see the real one. Yep, but first let's play the real one. Yep. Real quick, that's all. This is one of the videos. The other one is the same thing, but it involves something different. So my next slide before I kill you all. So what I meant to do was these 2 different songs for them to relate to this. Memorials. Why memorials? Because this place is like a town to like Pokemon to basically those that pass rest in peace, just like humans do. But the fake song that I could not show you guys is basically like a syndrome of this entire thing, which is basically like actually it makes kids hear some things that are not heard, and they can actually commit suicide and kill each other. Literally. So basically that is what the fake one was supposed to be. And it can also be that like with social networking, like basically you're on your phones and like it's a complete obsession with you guys. Like basically, literally it's a big obsession for you guys, and you're just like there aren't enough phones in that phone locker, and you just have your phone. You can't let it go. That's why this image reflects to what you guys are being right now. Basically, and this can all be related also to the black market. Why? Because there are certain Pokemon series things that are called the Pokemon trading card games, which is like specific cards where you can trade with one another, which makes ordinary playgrounds look like black markets where you can sell illegally. This is from quotes from a new series in 1999. So now, what do I think about all these counter arguments? I think about this. It's garbage. Why? I'm going to show you how I can tackle all this. Okay. So basically explaining all that you just saw from the musics, from that was fake and all that suicide, that's all completely like irrelevant. Why? Because there isn't any ethos in it, and like this whole argument started in 2010 and the game released in like 1999. So basically other ways that this game can be really helpful and fight off those kind of arguments is that people can actually save money and like be good in like saving your allowance and all those things. How? I know because like I played Pokemon and I've been saving allowance too. I saved already like $1,000 already. And it can also be helpful for the reasoning with the ancient trade, like the Silk Road. People should remember the Silk Road from history classes. The Silk Road is basically that ancient trading organization. Like, you just trade with one another, like things that you really need, and they just form this reunion to like trade one another. Which also relates to Pokemon, which you can trade with them trading card games, and it lead off to some negotiation, like an agreement to like really play one another, with like trade one another. So basically, now I'm going to give you a quote and finish off. So, you are never too old, and it is never too late to keep moving forward in your beautiful life. Albert Einstein. So basically, what I want to reflect on you guys is basically that this world is the same as the Pokemon world, which is like it can really relate to you by just playing this game. Like everything that happens there and everything that happens here is all to our world, and also that this game can really be fun for everybody. Like it can help you live your lives normally and not worry about everything. And also that this game can really help you move forward. That's what I want you guys to do with this game. Try to move forward, and like all those people who are stressed right now with everything, to just like not worry about it, because like with this game, it just gives you a pump to like give you a reasoning to keep going and not turn back. So basically, this is how I end my presentation. Thank you. And I think it's